Hi, and welcome to therave.com. I'm Allie here with Honor Society. Hi, guys.
Hey,
What's
what's
up,
up?
Allie?
Hi, welcome to the rave again.
Yes,
you guys have been here before. So how is you're on tour? You're on the Summer of Love tour with All Star Weekend. How's that been going?
It's been going amazing. We're
Yeah?
about a week and a half in, and the crowds have just been really incredible, and we're playing some brand new music. So, we're in our element. We love touring, and we're really glad to be back at the rave.
Yeah, that's good. Do you not necessarily from this tour, but do you guys have any crazy fan or tour stories?
We've seen a lot of tattoos. That's always
Ooh.
like the
Just last
constant.
night, yeah.
And we
Yeah.
just saw one last night, which was one of our first. We drew some hearts on this girl's foot, and she got it tattooed on her foot,
Oh,
which is
really?
pretty amazing.
Oh wow.
We have some good stories here too. We pulled a tour prank on one of our former tour mates down in the basement dressing
Oh,
room.
no.
We had her on the couch and there's like a false wall with tapestries. One of us was hiding behind it. We scared the hell out
Well, it
of
was
her.
great too. 'Cause
Amazing.
she was opening for us, so she was scared at first. So we were like, "Listen, like we really need to talk to you. We think you should sit down." And so she was kind of
Sit down,
bugged
take a
out.
look.
Oh, you
just
guys are
relax.
so mean.
We had her on
Yeah,
eggshells.
It's like from behind, like.
Yeah, it was
Oh
great.
my god. I've done
We're
that
pretty
before.
tame. We're not into like the physical pranks. Like a lot of bands with like spraying each other down in pies and that kind of stuff. We like the weird psychological ones.
Mental.
Well,
Just
the
way
still
more.
thing is definitely perfect
Yeah.
for that one.
It's enduring and punishing.
Oh my god. Well, since we're on the subject of touring, what's the one thing that you guys cannot go on tour without?
iPod, probably,
iPod.
for me. at
Actually,
least.
you know what I'm gonna say? It's more important than the actual iPod is the charger.
I was gonna say iPhone charger.
Yeah, any type of iPhone, iPod charger.
Yeah,
it's
anything
crucial.
That charges anything. You need that thing.
Power cords.
Yeah.
And that's because that's the first thing you lose too is a charger. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you go through 3 of them in a tour.
Stopping at the store every once in a while to get new chargers. Yeah.
And of course, you inevitably find all of them at the end of the tour.
Do
It's,
you?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
at the
no.
bottom of your bag, and then you have 5.
well,
and
then
you're
you have
just
extras. You don't
Like-
need to go buy more for the next
Oh
tour.
yeah, I put it in this pocket that I said to myself, I won't forget it because I know it's in this pocket.
Yeah,
This
'cause-
weird back
Yeah.
under pocket.
that pocket, of course.
Well, you can't put anything in there. You'll always lose it then.
Exactly.
Special surprise for the end of the tour. So I don't know if you guys finished, but I know you were working on a new EP that's coming out. So do you have a release date for that? Can you tell me anything about that?
We are. We actually just had a conference call with our manager today, right before this interview, and we're narrowing it down to probably late September, early October, and it's going to be awesome. It's produced by Mike Mangini, who's done. He's like 25 million records sold. He did that huge Joss Stone record that when she blew up, and he's worked with the Beastie Boys and all these other people. So we blocked out 10 days at a studio in Los Angeles, and we've just been recording. And yeah, that's when it's going to be, like early fall.
Do you have a name that we could hear?
We don't.
Ooh.
There actually.
There's a
that's-
couple
That's
floating
highly.
around.
That's highly contentious.
Highly
It's- yeah.
contested,
But we do have this, which is a download card that we have at all of our shows, and it's for the single off the EP, which is called Serendipity.
Okay.
So I will give you one.
Oh, I feel so special.
Yes, no problem. And then I
We're
will
gonna
say,
ask for it back as soon as it's over.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And like to all the fans out there, if you see us, if you come to the Summer of Love tour, find us and grab one of these because this is the only way you can get the single, Serendipity.
You're gonna have a bunch of stalkers now. You just said that.
That's okay.
That's okay. We're down with that.
The more the merrier.
But yeah, it's totally free, and that's something we love to do with our fans is, work things out where we can just get the music to people, and that's what's been good too about being on this tour is being able to be exposed to new fans who've never seen us before, and right off the bat be able to give them new music.
Yeah. So maybe individually and then as a band, who are your musical inspirations?
I'll start. My biggest influence is probably Prince. I just love his music and just think he's so fearless as a performer, and he also just rips on guitar, which a lot of people kind of forget about because he's just has so many great pop songs. But that's someone, and definitely, the Beatles. We have so many, but I'll keep it short. I'll say Prince.
Yeah, I think for me it's got to be the Police. I remember growing up, my parents would always be playing their albums, and I would just put on a record and run around the house. I don't know why I would do that, but I would just run around the house listening to all their albums on repeat. And then eventually in high school I did cross country, so I guess it makes sense.
There you go.
Not
it was,
really
it was
sure.
your warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, like Mike said, so many influences, but some of the earliest music I remember falling in love with and learning on my instrument, on the bass guitar, I was Led Zeppelin. Huge
Oh,
Led
okay.
Zeppelin fan.
Yeah.
Gotta get the light out, you know.
Absolutely.
For me, yeah, my dad was a huge Beatles fan, so that really, rubbed off on me from an early age. The Beach Boys as well, and Stevie Wonder, keyboard-wise. But yeah, I mean, so many different influences.
And I think as a group, Jay just touched on the Beach Boys. I think for this particular set of recordings we did, for some reason, just the Beach Boys were a continuous reference that we kept going back to, and sort of that like larger kind of echo retro sound. So I think, for right now, the Beach Boys have been a pretty heavy influence.
Yeah. Well, I know you guys are originally from New York, and now you're in LA. And this is always a very controversial question, but if you had to pick one, New York or LA?
I mean,
It's gonna be a split decision. I
Yeah.
know
Come
that, right?
on.
Yeah. I would say New York personally, but I
Mhm.
love LA, and it's been really great to us, and it's definitely in the top 3 cities I would ever live in, for sure. But I would say New York.
Yeah, I think I gotta say Los Angeles.
Yeah?
Do it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
wow.
so.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Nice, all right.
alone, like New York. Like
I don't know, I think
no,
Jay's
no,
gonna
no.
be New
I
York.
would say like me. I love New York. I like LA, and I'd say I love New York.
That's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
right there.
I would say that too, but I just can't afford
Los
to live in
Angeles.
New York City. Yeah,
Los
me and
Angeles,
Andy will
yeah.
just hang out in LA.
I mean, again, love New York, and
Yeah.
I've lived there, and going back is always a trip, and it's incredible every time. But LA is pretty great.
Yeah. We got the beach in LA. It's cold in New York.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. In LA, people don't realize how you have beach, then you have city, and you have mountains. You can
Mountains, a
go
lot of hiking.
skiing or
So many-
snowboarding
yeah.
and go surfing in the same day.
Everything's in California. What's wrong with you?
Hold on. Time out.
we don't. I will say.
Time out. Let
New
me
York-
flip. Let me flip everything on its head. We're moving to Milwaukee. That's what we're really.
There we go. That's where it's at.
That's
yes.
what we're trying to
yes.
get to.
You gotta-
Boom.
You could get an apartment down in the basement.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't get any sleep.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's-
It's
yeah.
fun.
I'll just live in the pool.
I was like,
There
I
you
thought
go.
this was
Cool.
like one room, like just
Yeah.
one person, and then I'm living with ghosts. And
Yep.
then-
Yep.
Super like creepy, like 4-person high bunk bed.
Actually, to afford the rent in New York, I would live with ghosts if they would pay rent.
Yeah. Yeah, they pay half. Yeah, I'd live with a ghost.
It could work. So what's next for Honor Society?
A lot of the stuff we
Yeah.
just touched on, definitely the new music, the new EP. We're going to finish out the Summer of Love tour and then hopefully continue touring. We've heard some rumblings about maybe a college tour, or maybe getting onto it to a really large, opening for a really large tour this fall. Our name is in the ring for, so more music. I'm trying to think what else.
That's it. Yeah, the music, and getting it out there. That's the whole thing. And yeah, I mean, we live for this. It's been the tour so far has been incredible, and we just want to keep it going through the end of the year and on to the next.
Yeah.
Let me just say also, the last time we played here, I said from the stage, we were playing the smaller room
Mhm.
downstairs, and I'd said something like, next time we come back, we're going to play the bigger room, and it actually did come true because we are playing the larger room tonight. And just to be more specific for next time, I'm going to say we're going to play the larger room headlining next time.
Okay.
And I
Yes.
think
Okay.
I think the good vibes here that I picked
Yeah.
up from the vibe room downstairs.
Yep.
I think the ghost can make it happen.
Yeah,
We're the
exactly.
ghosts on our
Right,
side.
So,
Put it out there.
We're
Tweet
hiring
at that ghost and ask him to make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
happen.
We're hiring the ghost for our PR. They're just
so I want to
gonna
make
run-
the prediction. We're coming to the big room to headline, specifically, Honor Society. I'll talk to all of them. All of them.
All right, well, can't wait to see you guys next time then.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you guys for joining us before your show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have
Ali.
fun
Thank you,
tonight.
We will.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching therave.com. Be sure to check out Honor Society's current album, A Tale of Risky Business. We'll see you soon on therave.com.